So quick story time. My connection to short-term rentals is more recent, but I'm super pumped up and excited from the success that I've had in such a short amount of time and what I have learned. And so naturally what happened is I started sharing how to do this with friends and more people, getting into conversations about this, and realized I love teaching about the short-term rental process to help you and people like you to create more options for themselves. And I hope to help you do that. So I have been able to pair my past education and career in marketing and advertising, as well as my entrepreneurship journey, creating a successful online wellness business and social media presence with my love for Airbnb and STRs. I am a business owner and a mom of two wild, crazy, and fun little girls. And it's been so incredible to be able to create another stream of revenue that doesn't take up too much of my time to support my family through so much of what you will learn in this course and what we're going to be sharing. So I will be helping to show you how to be creative, create an experience for your guests, and market your property, and also to collaborate with other SHARESPACE short-term renters to grow your network and income and really provide you with a process for your project. So a little bit more about how I got started. I got the idea to try Airbnb from my really good friend who has a successful Airbnb business, and I was so inspired by her to try it myself. She has two properties in LA, one that she owns and one that she rents with permission and a license from her landlord to STR. And so combined, they make over $200,000 a year. And it's so cool how she switches from which home she lives in depending on when they are rented, and then she travels when both aren't available. So that's a lifestyle that works for her, and she has had tons of great tips that got me started, and she really taught me everything I needed to know to get my house up and running. And so much of that I will pass on to you, paired with tons of learning I have now from my own experience. So at first, I did it so that I could make money while I was traveling and hosting yoga retreats in Bali with my online wellness business. And then during the pandemic in 2020, I started to get a ton of requests on Airbnb, and I started bringing in a lot of extra income really easily. So now I either rent out my house when I'm going out of town, or I'm also able to utilize my family vacation home in Temecula, which is about an hour and a half away, that's unoccupied, and it's a place that I love going and I can stay when there's an opportunity to rent my house and it works with my schedule. So now I have been Airbnb-ing that current home property that I own in El Segundo for a few years, and I have become a Superhost, which I'm so proud of, for 2 years now. And I've been able to continue to increase my rate. So I now charge 3 times the recommended rate on Airbnb. And last year I did 101 nights and brought in $53,000. Right now I charge $4.99 to $5.99 a night, up to $6.99 or holidays or special event times. And it's just really so nice to be able to accept a booking for a 3-day weekend and go out of town or to Temecula. And I can literally make $1,900 in 3 days, which is almost half of my mortgage. Or, have somebody come for a week when I know I'm already going out of town and bring in more than my mortgage for only a week. And so I also sometimes rent it out for a whole month and have been doing that at least once a year when I know the kids are out of school. And I also have someone that comes every April and pays $16,000 for the month. So there's so many different options of ways that you can do this. And for me, the theme of my house is I have lots of crystals and spiritual books, and it's called a family-friendly Zen beach house with a big backyard by LAX. I have lots of plants and minimalist design with unique art pieces. I have all non-toxic products and natural high-end Serena and Lily towels and sheets, and I basically make it like a homey, high-vibe boutique hotel. And so with all the kitchen appliances people have to feel like you're at home in my short-term rental, and an outdoor fire pit, big picnic tables, multiple seating areas, and a trampoline. It truly feels like a home away from home. And I have just gotten so many reviews. I have 5-star rating and over 25 great reviews, and I just love getting all the positive feedback on the cool experiences that people have. And I'm really looking forward to getting more properties and creating more Airbnb experiences and STR experiences. So I love to offer people a place to relax and feel like they can have a truly relaxing stay by the beach. I over-communicate and over-accommodate the guests to help just make it the best time for them. And customer relations, whether you decide to run your STR on your own or have a management company, is such an important part in reviews and the success and sustainability of your STR. And this is an important part of this course, which we will teach you more about. So moving on to another project that I have is in a little bit of a different form of STR, and it's hourly rentals. So I decided to try Peerspace, which is an hourly rental platform to host events and photo shoots, and started to try it out with my same El Segundo property. I started getting multiple TV shows and shoots at my home property and wanted to expand it because it is so nice and easy to not have to leave overnight and still be able to bring in income. So I, was able to have like photo shoots and make $1,000 in a day when I was working and the kids were at school, and I wouldn't have been using the space anyways. And that gave me an idea to do that more often. So after learning how to do Peerspace, I found this property here in El Segundo and decided to rent it to use it as my office and studio space for my wellness company for shooting and filming all of our meditations and yoga, and host yoga classes and events. We do our SHARESPACE work here and started to do Peerspace when we're not using it. So this was truly a multifunctional decision and property to get involved with, and I was so excited to have another place to rent out and network with people in the community through. So the rent here is $6,000, and in the first month of having it up and running, made over $8,000 in Peerspace and only rented it for 7 days at an hourly rate, not even using it all day long. And it is growing, and I continue to learn so much and am able to now teach you how to do this variation of STRs if you want to set this up with your property as well. So overall, creating STR income in these ways has been such a blessing in my life and has helped me through a harder transition period, and it continues to allow me to grow while I create beautiful experiences for people to feel inspired and relaxed. So I love the flexibility of being able to make extra income while traveling and staying at my family vacation home if bookings come in, or even just planning something when I want to make some extra money. And I'm just so excited and passionate about helping you to do the same.